What's good, superstars? Back with another VeVe video. You got Superstar Joe, and you got the Superstar fam in the building. How's it going, fam? I know I got a bunch of you guys in the eyeballs. You didn't see that coming. The good old mechanical pencil to the eyes. It's a nice little trick if you guys want to show your friends. But guys, if you're new here, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post. Keeping the voices low. Late one again today. Had some little things to do today, but we're squeezing this one in here. If you want, you can become a superstar. VIP $2.99 a month. Hit the join button under the video. Get a star next to your name. We've seen some people joining. Guys, thank you very much. I got to update the sheet with all your names on it. It's going to happen very, very #soon. But also access to our drop spreadsheets, price prediction sheets, star in the universe every single month. First dibs on merch, whatever types of merch that is that comes out. There's going to be great perks for the VIP. So if you want to get in the VIP, $2.99 a month, hit the join button under the video. Also, you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Discord in the description. Go there. Trust me, go there. Great conversations happening. A lot of stuff happening for our upcoming interview tomorrow. You're going to hear all about that later in the video, but great place to discuss things and give us ideas. And also, P.O. Box, if you want to send us something, become a superstar Hall of Famer. I got to make a slide about the Hall of Fame. I've been meaning to do that. These are all things on the #soon list, but hopefully we get it out before MCP. Let's pull out the VeVe Twitter feed. Here it is, and they have a 1-of-1 coming out. Humberto Ramos' Spider-Man #1 now available. So it's available until tomorrow. This is obviously this week's drop, and I'm wondering how that does. That was one I wanted to check on the price, whatever it closes at, so we will definitely do that. Some pretty big news here. We got a Disney poster set, 5 Minnie Mouse posters dropping on Polka Dot Day. So no coincidence there. Obviously, Minnie has the polka dot dress there. Curious to see how these do. A lot of people are really wanting that Minnie Mouse FA collectible, but we're not getting that quite yet. Is that going to be a silver or platinum moment? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. But 5 posters in blind box. I don't like the poster thing, man. It's like you just have to design the frame and then unlimited JPEGs on repeat, and you're just going to release whatever you want and sell them for $40-50. Like, obviously it's a money printing machine, but is the fam going to I guess people are going to want art in the VeVeverse. They're going to want it in their wherever they live or in the virtual reality worlds if these are interoperable. Just haven't seen the one for me yet. Definitely not the James Bond posters. We all know how I feel about that stuff. We got the Year of the Rabbit. So the last time they did these stamps was last year, and they had the last 3 years. So they had 2019, 2020, and 2021. Or sorry, 2020, 21, and 22. And now the Rabbit is the year for 2023. Are they going to be putting stuff into the future now, or is it just going to be a single stamp? What do you guys think? I'm thinking it's going to be a single stamp and maybe the pain, but I'm not 100% sure how they're going to do it. Oh, 2. Yeah, so there you go. 2 collectibles. So it must be this, and then probably that artwork in the pain. These are fun. I love the stamp drops. I have the Year of the Tiger because obviously that's when my baby was born. So I wanted to pick one of those up, and I think the stamps are fun to collect. Do you guys collect stamps? The prices aren't too bad usually on them. Sure, they go below retail sometimes, but you don't lose too much on them, and maybe you get a good mint. VeVe put out this article today, a lot more hype looking than it actually had inside of it. Like, we've been waiting on an update from VeVe. I didn't even retweet it because I didn't think that it was worth retweeting. I think that it's good that they're communicating, but I just think that it kind of didn't have any pertinent information. I guess it had some details on beta testing, but it's like nothing that you really didn't know. Even the example they give is not exact numbers. So I feel like it's just rinse and repeat the same thing. But anyways, this is the 2023 feature rollout process and release notes. So I'm not sure if this is the Mitch regimen coming in and just clarifying this is how we are doing things, but they're telling you it's under constant development, and then there's development cycles. And they say that each development cycle takes 2 weeks. And during this time, optimizations and upgrades are made to the app and are then submitted to the app stores for approval before they're made available to the public. Lots of things happen. They got to do development, engineering. Given we are dealing with customer assets, they must go through rigorous internal testing, compliance reviews, security audits, and more before they are made available for the public to test. So it sounds like a lot longer than 2 weeks. just from that paragraph there. So not sure why a cycle would be considered 2 weeks. I feel like the cycle should be a month or whatever, however long it takes to go through all of this, because you got to do everything, right? And recent examples include crypto paying and KYC, which we know took longer than 2 weeks. I don't know if that's just where they're saying the 2 weeks is like the 2 weeks of them prepping to get it go through all these processes, and the processes is on the app store or on whoever else is reviewing it. But I feel like this kind of maybe not too important. Beta testers. So then this is basically the whole article is talking about beta testing and how they're going to be randomly selecting them and how they're going to roll it out in batches. But this is all stuff that we've heard a lot. And basically they're telling you, if you receive an email from vvmail.me, you've been invited to beta test a new VeVe feature. So the cool thing here is it sounds like we're going to be expecting a bunch of features to be beta tested this year, which means that we should be getting more features in 2023. So the fact that they're sending this out, maybe it means that they have things almost ready to go, which that's the bullish news of the article. But we have heard them say this in AMAs, and we've heard them say it for like months and months and months, that they're doing things in beta and random selections and batches and all that. So new feature rollouts. VeVe approaches each new feature with an incremental rollout plan. We know that already. This begins with a small list of active users that are randomly selected. We know that. And then provided no critical issues are found, the features will be progressively made available to more and more users. We know that. And then for it to be considered ready. So basically they give an example, target 20,000 beta testers, way too high for our current usage. I don't even think you have over 10,000 active users right now, but obviously this is just an example. So this is just, they're saying, look, week 1, we'll do it with 200 people, 500 or whatever. And then week 2, we'll start upping it. And week 3, we'll up it, week 4, and then until we get to 20,000. And then we're like, okay, it works with 20,000, on to the next one. We don't know if 20,000 is the number. If they have currently 5,000 active users, I'm sure the number is like 3,000 or 4,000 or whatever it has to be. But you're already there. It's already unrolled once you get to the 5,000. You know what I mean? Then it'll be available to everybody after that. But if it's 20,000, then we're all going to be beta testers, because right now we do not have that many active users from the looks of it. But yeah, they talk about that, and then they say in the recent updates, and this is the part that really kind of ticked me off, because I was expecting to see more on the update from, or at least more detail. But in this section, you will find the latest updates to key features on the VeVe platform. So I'm hoping this is a thread that continues, right? Like it sounds like it is. It sounds like they're going to update it as frequently as possible. Let's see what hashtag frequently means for VeVe. Hopefully it's like weekly or bi-weekly at the latest. I think especially when it comes to things that were taken away or not, that we no longer have. I think payout, you got to update way more often than you are. I understand that you're vetting your vetting wire, but what are you doing in the background for other things? Who have you talked to? Like maybe you don't want to give away names, but for competition purposes and pricing, whatever else, you gotta keep under wraps. But like, let us know. Are you talking to one guy? Are you talking to 2 guys? Like, what's happening? This is a very sensitive topic for a lot of users, so I think that's something that you should treat like that, and you should give the people a little bit more information on that front for sure. When it comes to other things like MCP, you had a AMA or whatever with Mitch, and he said it's coming in weeks, not months. So to me, that means less than a month, because then once you get into 2 months, then you're technically taking months to unveil it. So hopefully we hear something soon, but I feel like we are pretty much at that month point from that last AMA, because it would have been near Christmas time, right? But anyway, hopefully we see something before February on MCP front, at least an article or something explaining when it's coming out, something to whet our appetite. But I don't know, maybe it's coming hashtag soon, maybe it's coming hashtag soon. Hopefully we find out before the end of the month on the MCP front, or at least hear something, or maybe something will pop up in here. But these are the updates for the 18th, which is yesterday. So they wrote this yesterday. Search updates have now been deployed across all platforms. iOS will be made available as soon as Apple approves the update. So it's not across all platforms yet, and iOS is a big portion of those platforms. But it is on the web app, and it is on Android, and it works pretty well. And it has a lot of features that maybe we did not expect. Like I like how it shows you number of listings on the market, and obviously in the store when there are things available, it will tell you how many are available in the store, I think, from what I've seen so far. And I like that you can search comics and you can search by rarity. I heard there's a little bit of bugs. I think VeVe Investing was talking about that, but very, very cool to see the search bar starting to work. And once it gets on iOS, I think, then no more hashtag one search bar, as long as it it does what it's supposed to. So I'm sure you'll get a lot of beta testing from the 5,000 people who are still here. Payout and crypto payout, pay in pending will resume when due diligence and support feasibility assessment have been completed with Wire. We'll provide another update in the coming week. So looks like they're going to update us again in this week, which is great. And I think something that needs to be done, like I said, sooner rather than later. So we're going to keep keeping our eye on this. Hopefully this article is updated before the 25th. I guess that would be within the week. And maybe we'll just see a rolling list and things starting to get added. I think that's the right way to go. I think, Mitch, if that's the way you're planning to do it, 2 thumbs up. And really like to see the open communication. Getting back to our Twitter now. Yesterday, did a video. I didn't think it would be as well received as it was, but obviously, VeVe NFTs are already on OpenSea. This was just discussion brought forth in our Discord by Gerb about the Illazillas being released on the OpenSea, and it looked like they were very similar to what we got on VeVe. The same types. Like you had a water one, you had a fire one. They're named differently. And we don't have too many details. And also the ones on OpenSea seem to have some pretty cool utility. They also have a little bit of different variants that have different artists tied to them and different locations. So I like the utility thing, and I'm hoping that people who see that maybe are drawn into VeVe and find the VeVe collection, because they do point to the VeVe collection on their website as well. But I've got some intel on it, and you're going to see a little bit about this coming up. But also, shout out to Tony Get the Homie. I love when he does these skits. He did this morning. It made me smile, and I think that's what everybody needed today. And shout out you, Tony Get the Homie. Really love this. Keep doing it. There's music in the background, guys. Definitely go check it out and give your boy some support. Go follow the VeVe Bros. Hilarious dudes and just great people overall. Speaking of hilarious, Salsakesh, a superstar, VIP member. He puts the Ludos in the Chewbacca poster, and it had me on the floor cracking up. I think this is fantastic. I don't know if anybody else thought the same, but even the arm coming out over here, man, like you got me going. I really love this, and hopefully VeVe or someone finds it. But really cool, Salsakesh. So check this out. We did the video yesterday, and Illazillas themselves responds to it saying, "Hi, we'd love to chat and give our take on the situation." Now, I was not coming out against Illazillas. I was not coming at them. Wasn't even coming at VeVe directly. I just wanted to hear what you guys thought about the same kind of NFT being on OpenSea as on VeVe. Like, did you expect this happening? I brought up the point of what if Disney does this, things like that. We're going to talk a little bit about that more, but this is something that was cool. I was like, okay, they want to talk about it, no problem. I said, come in the DMs and we'll figure it out. So obviously this is the thing that came out. We're going to get to this in just a second, but also there's some free Quid mintables. Quid said, like, yo, give away some stuff to your Twitter followers if you want some of it. They're mintables, so they're going to be eventually able to be on the blockchain. I think you can transfer them over there. But if you don't have a Quid account, Super 25 gets you $25. I don't even know if it gets us anything. I gotta double check that. It might. But anyway, that's the promo code. It'll load your account with $25 if you don't have it, and you can go for this. This is a pretty cool drop. I liked it because it's King Kong, actually like the original, never before seen film negatives. So from the original film, 1933, and there's 10 cards that represent this. And the drop's happening tomorrow, but then they got another King Kong drop on Saturday and a bunch of other stuff. So definitely dipping our toes into different projects and taking a look. But yeah, there's a couple of ways you can win here. One is the first one, just leaving your username in the comments. Only 21 people so far, and you're getting a raffle. And then also, I don't even think this, I think everyone gets this, but click notify me on the collectible page and you can win a free pack of this Quid mintable. So it's just getting you to try it out and see how it goes. So wanted to share whenever there's these platforms offering up free things for you guys, love to share that, because then you can go and taste all the flavors and see, and maybe you see like, okay, I love VeVe way more because I've had this experience, or maybe you say, okay, maybe this would be cool to have on VeVe, and you help push for it, right? So always going to do it when there's something free for you guys. Mr. MC1 is back on Twitter. If you didn't know, his account was suspended for whatever reason, but they unsuspended him because it was obviously wrongful. But now I think his users and his followers are all messed up. Like, he had way more than 53 followers. So if you were following him, you are no longer following him. Go check it out and go follow him back. At Mr. MC1_ETH. Go check him out. That's his legit account. And he is the owner of, I believe, Team Captain America in the VeVe 500. So there's a lot of speculation, but yeah, he's back. then speaking of that, Mr. Metaverse Life puts out this trailer, and look at who's in it. I'm there, right there. You hear Rob talking over it a couple times. He's got that very great voiceover. You know what I mean? So really, really cool, and cannot wait for this. Still no details on when the race will be happening, but I'm loving the trailers. We talked about the mini poster. Look at this. This is some pretty big news. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock Pacific, so 9 o'clock Eastern, we got the Illazillas. We got TNES coming on the channel. They're going to be speaking about how they have their new collection coming on OpenSea and how it affect like why they're doing that or whatever, their experiences maybe with VeVe, and how they love, if they loved it, if they hated it, whatever. And they're gonna discuss their latest project, which is cool. So we want to give them that platform. And also, it's just cool because that's the one, he didn't even know this, but when he made this promo up, I actually landed that on the drop. So that's that's pretty convincing. I like it because I think it's the most detailed one. But we got a lot of questions for them. I'm going to save that for tomorrow. It's going to be a live stream. Bring your questions or comment under my post on my Twitter here. Any questions you have, go to the Discord, leave some questions there. I'll tally them, and we'll do what we got to do. But look, even TNES, they're coming through right now, and amazing to see the artists actually communicating with the creators and wanting to reach out to you guys and have the conversation. So I think it's going to be productive. I don't think it's going to be negative in any way, and I think it'll be a fun time to learn about another artist. We've had Ron English on, and now we get to meet with these guys. So the Illazillas, and I like their stuff. So really excited to discuss. Look at this, guys. The A1 Batman. I'm not even an HRO, and I know this is a big deal. A1 Batman. I think that's a mythic even. So yeah, ridiculous. Getting a lot of offers. Obviously, that's Batman. Like, that's Batman. You don't even get better than that when it comes to DC. Crazy pull. And I'm very happy to see it went to a VeVe fan. Also, our buddy Alex, still waiting to make his debut on our channel. He told me he just wants it to be the perfect setting, perfect situation, and he will come through 100%. He promised. But a year of Don't AMAs. Tomorrow is his 1 year anniversary. Go check it out. Really cool space. Does a lot of music and different types of vibes. Always having someone different on. Looks like he has Jermaine Rogers and Sket One coming through. So this is a big deal. It's a 1 year anniversary. Speaking of artists, and it's cool to see him getting some VeVe fam in there. And also they run long. He takes a lot of time out of his personal time to hang out with you guys. So really, really cool. Go check it out. And maybe it's something you never realized, then maybe you'll like it. And Ed showing why Chucky is something to be worried about in the VeVe 500. He is flattening the tires. How can you drive without any tires? You guys let me know. I still got all my eggs on Chucky. Rob still thinks Thor is going to get out of jail somehow. I don't know how that's going to happen. I think Chucky's got it in the bag, and you're seeing it right there. So let's talk a little bit about it. I want to talk about what happens if the same thing that we're seeing with the Illazillas, where they're bringing similar products that are on VeVe onto the OpenSea. How's that going to affect things? Some of you guys said that it's going to bring value down. Some of you guys were like, oh, it's going to bring value up. What happens if this happens? My question is, what happens if it happens with a bigger IP? What happens? And I'm particularly speaking to Disney, I think, here, because they've come out and said how they want NFTs to be a big part of their future. I get worried. Like, what happens? And I mentioned this yesterday. What happens if, for example, Rob's favorite collectible, Woody, is released by Disney as a Disney NFT? How does the VeVe stuff, like, are people going to treat the VeVe stuff as FA? Like, are they going to care if they buy directly from Disney versus buying from a third party? I know they got the license, I know all that, but if you're giving Disney directly your money, I don't know. I think for myself, if I had the option and I was new, I would want to buy directly from Disney. And that's not any shade at VeVe or anything. I'm just thinking towards the future. So how is that going to affect our collectibles? Obviously, I have a lot of Disney collectibles in my collection. I've got a lot of Marvel. I've got some comics. I've got a mixture, right? What if they do it on their own? What if that happens? Like, we know that it's possible that Disney's going to make a Disney verse or whatever. They've already talked about having a virtual Disneyland. Is it going to be through the VeVe verse? We don't know, yet to be seen. Is VeVe a bigger partner than we know with Disney? I want to know what you guys think. But what if we get Woody from Disney And I know that right now, maybe they're not too particular about being on the OpenSea. And there's a lot of issues like with security and people talking about controlling the way that things operate over there. But what if they do it on Disney platform, on Disney V? You know what I mean? Like you got VeVe, you got Disney V now. You got Disney NFTs. I think Disney might have a little bit of easier time getting around obstacles when it comes to all of these questions with securities and stuff. They got all the lawyers that they need. What happens? What happens if you get Woody on their platform and in their metaverse? What happens to our Woody? That sounds funny, but I want to hear from you guys. I want to keep this conversation going. We started yesterday, continue it today, and tomorrow we're going to actually hear from a licensor about similar situation and maybe how that whole process unfolded. I think it's going to be a little different than you expect. They have a really big. If you want to get a little bit of a preview, you can check out the Illazilla's Discord, and they did a couple posts in their announcements. Go check that out. I think it's a little bit of an eye opener. But what happens when any of these other IPs, like DC's doing their Palm stuff right now, but what if DC does Batman drops? Like what happens if it comes directly from DC? What happens if it comes directly from Disney? Like we just scroll through here, you know what I mean? Coke. What if Coke does their own snow globes? Like what happens to our snow globes? Is this going to matter? I know I know in VeVe the FA matters, but does it matter to new people out there if they're buying it directly from the brands? So I guess does direct purchasing matter? That is the question of the video. I think it does. I think that it's going to be a big hit if Disney does their own stuff. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys come through tomorrow and join us on that live stream. I don't think Rob will be there. He said he's got a tough schedule tomorrow, but hopefully we can hold it down. We can talk to the Illazilla team and get some questions answered, maybe learn a little bit about the licensor process and all that good stuff. So I'd love to hear from you guys, what you have to say, what questions you have, and also let me know what happens if Disney does their own NFTs. I want to know. They got the Lorcana coming out too. Like that's their trading card game. What if that's tied in? Like those articles that are coming out, they're driving me nuts. It's like, is it good or bad for us? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Also, don't forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification. Tomorrow you're going to want it. We're going to be going live. It's going to be a reminder to you. Make sure you got that bell notification on. Also, star next to your name, spreadsheets, merch, first on merch, stars and universes, Juju, all the good stuff. Guys, thank you for joining me. We will see you tomorrow. I love you. Bye.